Yo, what's the word, boys? Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be ranking every UFC custom short that is released in this new Venom custom shorts era. It's been one of the best things the UFC have done in recent memory. The fights, in my opinion, are not up to standard. The promotion, in my opinion, is not up to standard. But these shorts, for damn sure, are up to standard. So let's rank them all in today's video on a tier list. And I'll throw a picture up, big screen so you guys can really see each short. UFC 308 is around the corner. Ilia Topuria just dropped his custom shorts. I don't know if Max Holloway will, when I'm recording this video, yada, yada, yada. But let's start off with Ilia Topuria. It's going S tier. I'll throw a picture, or I'll actually throw the video on for you guys right now. These are insane. You guys saw them. The bull is so fire. The red mixes with the gold perfectly. These are, in my opinion, the best custom shorts we have gotten so far. You guys are going to say, oh, you're glazing Ilia. You're glazing Ilia. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. These shorts are elite. The bull completes it. The design is just perfect. The red and gold, as I said, goes together so well. These are my favorite. They're going to go into the S tier, and I'm very, very excited to see Max Holloway's custom shorts because we'll get on to the ones that he wore against Justin Gaethje. Those are one of my favorites, so I'm very excited to see which ones he wears at UFC 308. But Ilia Topuria, for sure, gonna go into that S tier. Next up, who shall I choose? We're gonna go Justin Gaethje's black shorts. I'm gonna put him into the C tier. There's an American flag design, sure, but at the end of the day, there's not much going on. It's cool. Black shorts are cool, but compared to the other ones, they're simple. Now, I like simple, but there's just not much going on here. Quite bland. I'm going to throw them in the C tier, but they're not bad. None of these shorts are bad by any stretch. They're not bad. So yeah, Justin Gaethje is going to have to go into that C tier, and he got, brutally slept, so I guess that counts for something. Not really. Let's keep moving on to Leon Edwards's green custom shorts that he wore against Belal Muhammad. I'm going to throw them into that A tier. I personally love these shorts. I'm a big fan of the green. I like the design with the UK and the Jamaican flag. Yeah, the design's cool. The colorway is fire. I feel like I'm talking about some like fucking basketball shoes right now. I'm not. The colorway is fire. The design's fire. Not much else I have to say. I just think it goes together very, very nicely. So Leon Edwards' shorts that he wore against Belal Muhammad, I believe, yeah, Belal, are going into that A tier. Next up, who do we want to go with? Let's go with Israel Adesanya shorts that he wore at UFC 305, was it? Against Dricus Du Plessis. I'm going to go B tier. They're cool. They're definitely cool, but I feel like this is kind of funny because it's Izzy, but I feel like this is something a 10th grader would wear, or like a 10-year-old, I should say, would wear. Not that they're bad. Not that they're bad at all. They are fire. They are fire, but like lightning bolts, they're cool. They are definitely cool, but they're just not like my favorite in the world. I feel like Izzy has such a unique personality where he could have came up with something better, but they're still cool, but I don't think they're on the level of Leon Edwards's and definitely not Ilia Topuria's. So I think B tier is okay. Next up, Paddy Pimblets that he wore against Bobby Green. No, I'll go C tier just because it has the backstory. He wore them, many, many years ago when he was not in the UFC. That's why I'll give it C tier, but based on pure looks, I'm going to go D because this type of orange I'm just not a fan of. But since the shorts have some sort of backstory, we're going to go into the C tier. But based on pure looks, I kind of want to throw up. They would go D tier based on pure looks, but as an overall package, I'll go C tier. Next up, Max Holloway's that he wore against Justin Gaethje at UFC 300. I'm gonna go S tier. Before Ilia Topuria released his for UFC 308, these were my favorite. These Max Holloway ones were my favorite. The white base, I guess you could say, with the red and the blue flowers. It looks very cool. It blends together very, very nicely. And it fits Max Holloway perfectly, in my opinion. The shorts have to fit the fighter. And the shorts in this one fit Max Holloway to perfection. I love everything about them. They are a perfect short. So yeah, S tier for me. Next up, Zhang Weili's red ones at UFC 308. I'm going to go A tier. I really, really like these ones. They are not on the level of Ilia Topuria's red ones, but they are still very, very cool. I love how she mixes in the Chinese culture, because she had the dragon on it, the red, the gold. Mwah! It's amazing. A tier for Zhang Weili. Next up, Sean O'Malley's all pink. All pink. Pink. B tier. I do like them a little bit more than Izzy's. Maybe, actually, I'm not too sure about that. But they're cool. They're all right. They fit Sean O'Malley's persona very nicely. The pink with the gold outline or the gold lettering looks very cool, but at the same time, they are somewhat simple. But I like the simplistic factor on these ones. So I'm going to go high A tier or B tier, excuse me. I'm going to put them over Israel Adesanya's. How do I want to? I'm going to put Patty's actually over Justin Gaethje's. Now that I think about it, we're going to go Leon's over Zhang Weili. Yeah, I like this list so far. Next up, Dustin Poirier's. Ooh, I'm going to go top of A. Lots of things going on. Lots of colors. Lots of things. But I like them. It fits Dustin Poirier. The design's very cool. The colors are great. Yeah, not much else to say. They're just fire. They're going to go top of A. I think they're a little bit better than Leon's and Zhang Weili's. I like this list so far. Next up, Dricus du Plessis. Okay, I'm going to go back of A tier. Definitely A tier. I like the South African, detail, but I don't like them more than Dustin's, Leon's, and Zhang Weili's. You could definitely argue them being higher, but in my personal opinion, I like the green of Leon's a bit more than Dricus's, but they are still very, very cool. Next up, Alex Pereira's from UFC 300. I'm going to go right there. Yeah, I like that. I like him a little bit more than Zhang Weili's, but not as much, as Leon's and Dustin's. I like the colors a little bit more on Dustin's, and as I said, Leon's, I'm a big fan of the black and the green. They go together very nicely. I like Alex Pereira's. I feel like it has some sort of South American historic culture thrown onto the shorts. I like them a lot. It fits Alex Pereira perfectly. When I think of Alex Pereira, I think of these shorts. It goes together very nicely, but they're just a smidge worse than Dustin's and Leon's, in my opinion. And finally, the last custom shorts of the day, Bryce Mitchell. I'm gonna put them C tier. Guys, I'm just not a fan of camo. I'm not a fan of camo. I'm gonna put them above Gaethje's though, because there's a little bit more going on. Just not a big fan of camo. But let's run through the final tier list. In the S tier, we have Ilia Topuria's at UFC 308. I'm going to try to call out every single pay-per-view that they wore him in. Ilia Topuria's at UFC 308 against Max Holloway, yeah. Also in the S tier, Max Holloway's custom shorts from UFC 300 against Justin Gaethje. Next up, in the A tier, we have Dustin Poirier's custom shorts against Islam Makhachev. What was that? UFC 30, was it 3? 303? I'm not good with pay-per-views. I think it was 303. No, 302. It's one of them. Fuck. I'm going to roll with 302. Yes, I think that's right. Next in the A tier, Leon Edwards is against Bilal Muhammad. Was that UFC 303? I think that was 3. Maybe 3. Fuck this. In the A tier, we have Alex Pereira, Zhang Weili's, and Dricus Du Plessis. In the B tier, we have Sean O'Malley's and Israel Adesanya's. In the C tier, we have Patty Pimlett's, Bryce Mitchell's, and Justin Gaethje's. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow all my socials. Links will be in the description down below. And my Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway prediction video will be up very soon. Peace out.